sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. The enthusiasm for football here on the East Coast always in the air. These folks are ready as their guys get set to match up with the Los Angeles Rams. Season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Throwing now, Lawrence on first down. That's Cordero Patterson hauling it in. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Lawrence will throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. That catch good for only a couple.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Looking to throw again on second down. Lawrence. This is Smith with a grab. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A big play that time through the air. 34 yards.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. They go play action now. Lawrence goes right back to Smith again. And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here.
It's second and inches at the 15-yard line.
Hey, Haywood! Sponge! No! Bang!
Now Lawrence. Dancing to his left.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Hey, Team 6!
On play action, Lawrence. Eluded, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. There for the sack, Everson Griffin. And it's never good to take a sack. You really don't want to take one down here in this part of the field down near the red zone.
Not at all, because you're already pretty much assured of a field goal. But you take a big sack, it could push you out of range, and that's why defenses get a little more aggressive in this situation. They're almost conceding the 3 points. They want to push you back and try and take you out of that.
Another try after the first down sack. Under pressure, they got him again. They push him back 8 yards that time on second down. Now make that a second sack here on their first drive out defensively, and not to get ahead of ourselves, but they're on pace for double-digit sacks at this point.
Well, they're going to have to find a way to tamp that down, aren't they? So if you're the play caller, you're telling your quarterback maybe some screens, maybe some draws, hard count, use your voice inflection a little bit, anything to try and slow that pressure down.
And now the Rams are going to halt things as they want a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down.
Hey, 2. Now.
From the gun, it's Lawrence. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off with great anticipation. And the Rams are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football, but at the same time you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. So, Charles, this defense, they definitely know that they've got their hands full here, going up against a group that has won 7 straight. What's the key for them in this ball game?
Well, we asked their defensive coordinator that very question, and the response was, we have the mindset that they actually have to react to us, not the other way around. So it sounds to me like the plan is to do the attacking and not wait to see what they present to them.
Back to Mixon on second down. Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
An extra man in the secondary for Washington on third down. And Lance now to throw. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And that nearly an opening drive INT, but it does fall incomplete. Not the way he wanted to start this ball game as it brings up fourth down. Corey Vedvik on to punt the football. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. This is brought in at the 21. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Now, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's Lawrence. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Patterson. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Well, this defense for the Rams, they were excellent a week ago in the victory over Arizona.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
On third down, Lawrence. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Patterson. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Play action. It's Lawrence. And a quick throw here that's complete. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. We're scoreless after 1. From the 35 on second down, Lawrence. Looking left side, and it's complete. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams 19.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And the Rams are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Nixon will try the right side, and he'll be taken down by the face mask, it appeared. And yes, out come the flags. Well, when you get an elite running back like he is, sometimes you've got to employ the by any means necessary method to get him down.
Yeah, sometimes you're relieved even if a flag comes out. But if you just get the hand up and you get it on the mask, you can kind of get away with that. But as soon as you curl it around a finger or the hand, that's pretty easy for everyone to see, and they'll call that one every time.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. After the penalty, it's Mixon. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Washington territory. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. A quick throw complete out to Beckham. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Lance to throw on 3rd and 1. Escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. A big connection on that one. 34 yards. So now following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10. From the gun to give to Mixon. And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
Six yards left on second down. Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. And they get him down at the 1. He had the broken tackle, but ultimately could not get into the end zone. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Benjamin St. Just. And to the 12. That's where it stops. The return is halted at the 12-yard line. So the interception there, and Charles, I'd imagine that's something you can maybe live with in December, but not come January.
And I love how you make the distinction there. You're talking about regular season versus the postseason, the playoffs. Because these guys, they've already clinched a playoff spot, but they know, looking ahead, when they get into the postseason, they've got to take better care of the football because turnovers in that situation, they really become magnified.
Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. Now a throw here to his running back. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Throwing again on second down. Lawrence. Flushed out right. On the run. He'll let this go deep right side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
What a savvy read by the running back. He saw his quarterback was out of the pocket in a little bit of trouble. He just broke off his route and took off deep downfield. Thought for a second there they had him, but they were unable to connect for a big play.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down.
Hey, back up. Let him know. Leo. 80 weapon. Hey, Sam off. And get.
Here's Lawrence to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
Did you see that route the way that I did? I thought he was trying to get deep.
Yeah, that wasn't the first option.
No, it came off of that guy, the deep guy, and came underneath on the drag, completed it very well.
Now Lawrence on first down. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. A big play that time through the air. 35 yards.
This offense has been slow to get started, but that play will certainly give them a little bit of life. Maybe the late wake-up call that they had been seeking.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. They go play action with Lawrence. They'll roll him out right. Throw to the right here, taken in by McLaurin. Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Here we go now on first and goal. Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence. And he's going to be dropped. Back at the 15-yard line. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts. as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
Go. Hey, Alpha.
Another try after the first down sack. Lawrence. Throw out right, taken in by Patterson. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long. They rolled out of the pocket right, and I think he wanted a little something more out of that play. Obviously, instead he hit a safety valve.
It looked like two well-coached teams there, even though there was no yardage gain, because the offensive guys, hey, they realized their quarterback was out of the pocket. All the receivers went to the right spots, tried to get in his sight line, tried to open themselves up. Just nowhere to go where they could gain yardage. How about the defensive guys, though? Did not lose leverage and kept their poise and made a really nice play.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And, partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's the game plan that they've had so far, because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
So they wind up turning the turnover into points as they convert there for 3.
Yeah, that was a nice job there to force the fumble. They recover, hand things over to their offense, and then the offense went down and got them 3. That alone, that's not enough to win a game, but both units able to do their jobs on these last 2 drives.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they will not really have time to do much of anything. 15 seconds, all that remains before halftime. Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's going to look deep down the field. It's caught inside the 25. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. From the left hash, this from 34. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalposts, and that will knot things up here late in the first half. So 3 drives now for this offense, and that field goal gives them their first 3 points.
So if you're an offensive coordinator and you're averaging a point a drive, you're in the wrong line of work, aren't you? You got to find a way to unlock the key to these defenses and put some big points on the board.
It's a squibber picked up around the 27. So we are at halftime here on a Monday night. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando. That's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Both teams currently making their final adjustments. We're getting ready for the second half. So we'll send it back up to FedEx Field and hand things back over to Brandon Gott.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. Second half ready to roll. 2 field goals, the combined output in half number 1. Could be first touchdown wins. Roberts on the return. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Not something you want to see in week 16 or any week, really. We'll be right back. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic, no need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. They'll stay on the ground. Mixon again. 45 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. A lot of running backs, a little bit of a disadvantage when you start talking MVP. Might not be the case this year. You think he's got a shot, don't you?
I do. I think he's got more than a shot. But what he's going to need here down the stretch this late in the season, he needs that big closing game, that game that we're all going to reflect on and go, oh, my goodness, did he put up a number, let's say 200 plus?
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Off of play action, here's Lance. Trying to lay one up deep. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. Touchdown, L.A. Quite a show of arm strength right there. That was in the air for a long time, and it was on target, too.
And as that ball was hanging in the air with the receiver streaking downfield to meet it, here in the stadium, you could just sense the crowd thinking, oh, no. And their worst fears were realized as that one turned into a long touchdown.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is now 10-3.
Washington 3.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game. One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it, sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
They'll run on first down. Patterson, and they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40.
Well, they've certainly been successful throwing it around in this game. That's allowed them to move the ball on offense. But I've got to tell you, to watch them run the football and successfully, I'm not taking sides. But to see the ball in a running back's hands, oh, that's football for me.
Hey, team 6, team 6.
10's the mic, 10's the mic.
Hey, one's delayed. Mike 10, Mike 10, Mike 10.
Here we go, D, all day, defense, all day.
And they'll throw on first down with Lawrence. It's caught on the right side at Smith. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. A big connection on that one. 31 yards.
First and 10 at the 11-yard line.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on first and 10. Looking to throw, Lawrence. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin His 9th touchdown of the season. And Washington now an extra point away from tying this thing up. Now the extra point try forthcoming. And he'll put it through, and that evens us up at 10 apiece. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And these two teams have traded touchdowns so far with their first possessions here in the third quarter, so we're right back to where we started at intermission.
Yeah, how about that? Tied at the half, tied after the first two drives of the third quarter, one for each. That tells me that someone's defense has got to step up and make a big play and try and change the momentum of this game.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They just do get the play off as he'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. He completes it to Beckham. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Mixon with a first down carry. Room here to run. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 69 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
First down, Rams.
They fake the handoff. Now Lance rolling to his right. This caught by Carlson. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. A gain of 6 there on first.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
From the 17, here's 2nd and 4. Here's a quick throw out wide by Lance, complete. Charles, when you talk about free safeties, I think one word comes to mind, range. And we saw an example of a rangy free safety right there.
And not an RPO. Everything happens so fast. And as a defender, you can't get stuck trying to figure out what's going on. That time he had it figured out in a flash, and he was able to make a beeline to the receiver and make the play.
And his top speed, as computed by Next Gen Stats, not bad. He was pushing 20 miles an hour. On first down, Mixon. And he'll find his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 9-yard line.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. this run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Again, it's Mixon. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Joe Mixon, his 26th touchdown, drawing even with Marshall Faulk for the 4th most in a single season. And the Rams answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th. Extra point right down the middle, and that makes it a 17-10 score. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock.
6 guys. Check 6 guys. Show it up. Show it up.
6-6. Bullet high. Hey, zoom.
Mike 10. Mike 10. Mike 10.
Ricky. Shoot.
Let's go.
On 1st down, Lawrence. Being chased out left. And Lawrence going to smartly hit the deck here as he is able to pick up the 1st down in the process.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit, because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into his windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a 2nd interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
10's a Mike.
Go.
I got you. Mike 10. Mike 10. Mike 10.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Let's get.
They go play action now. Lawrence. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
A good gain on 1st has him set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Now Lawrence. Throwing the out route and complete. That's Patterson. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another 1st down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Lawrence. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 34.
Mike 10. Mike 10.
Watch the run.
Federal West.
25. Check 25. Check 25.
Hey, high 7.
Mike 10 right here, guys. Mike 10. I got it.
Wide. Get wide. Kill.
5.
Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. This is Smith with a grab. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7. But first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal.
Protein spell.
He's crashing. He's checking crash. Slam. Kill.
Snap.
Lawrence going to throw again. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. A great effort there. His 9th touchdown of the season. And Washington now an extra point away from tying this thing up. Now Younghoe Koo for the extra point. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. 17-17 the score. All even to this point as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
From the 29, Lance, flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. A big play that time through the air. 33 yards.
Already over 1,000 yards receiving this season. That catch is just going to add to his total. Certainly not resting on his laurels. He's trying to continue to gain as many yards as possible and continue this big season.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. A toss left, Mixon. They find some open field here. 110 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ball game.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Now we're 1st and 10 at the 11. Now Joe Mixon. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. That's on the guard, David Edwards. And this will probably be the final play before the 2-minute warning. Again, it's Mixon. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. The tackle by Cole Holcomb. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. They face a 2nd down, but they are in field goal range. On 2nd down, here's Mixon. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on third down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. A game-winning field goal would be a chip shot from here. Let's see how they play it on first and goal. And here's another kneel down as he'll try to set up the game winner. On second and goal, one man stands in the backfield, and that's Mixon. A little unconventional, but another kneel down here as they work towards a field goal try. This Washington defense, they've stood tall the first two plays. Now third and goal. Mixon trying to punch it in. And that's a touchdown as they've broken our tie here in the final minute of the fourth.
I don't know how many more of these my heart can take, my man. I just don't know. Another big touchdown late in the game. They look like they're in control, but still, there's a chance. Block the extra point, go down and score, kick the extra point themselves. They can pull this one out.
Yeah, but also on the sideline that just took the lead, you got to get your defense ready and the special teams unit for the kickoff coming up.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Got to pull everyone together and make sure they're still focused and aren't already celebrating a win.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. One possession game, time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts, got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up. Defensively, you can't just lay back and let them do whatever they want. So it is a cat and mouse deal here. How much pressure will the defense bring and how much pressure can the offense handle?
We're going to find out. So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. He's back to throw. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some